Greetings, angels. It's Intuitive Jakob back, and we're going to do a crescent reading that is focusing on healing messages. The crescent itself is going to be 7 cards that are depicted with La Vera Sibilla Italiana. I'm pulling 7, 1 for the past, 1 for the present, 1 for the near future, 1 for our internal world, 1 for our external influences, 1 that'll give us an idea of what to do to maintain a certain course of action, and the 7th one will give us a really good idea of what potential developments can be over the next fortnight. So it's going to be approximately 2 weeks, although I'll never encourage you to be weak. I'm going to say the next 2 strong. And in addition to that, I will be pulling a card from the Romance Angels for those of you that might also want a lens on potential romantic situations going on. Make sure you check your moon and your rising with me. I'm actually more of a moon-driven reader myself, so I hear from many of my clients that they get many of their messages from the moon readings that I offer, so I'm highly going to recommend that. If you're looking for more detailed information, hit me up at artoflove.me. I can do a personal private reading for you with just your information. And if not, I hope these messages are helpful for you. If so, I really appreciate your thumbs ups, and those of you that have supported my channel and commented, liked, and subscribed, thank you so much for that. Really appreciate that. And especially those of you who have trusted me with your private readings. Much appreciated, and catch you on the inside of your reading. Hey Aries, how you doing? It's good to have you here. Just clearing your energies here, and I'm gonna fast forward this part while I'm doing the rest of the shuffle, even though I've shuffled quite a bit in between readings here. I was hearing about the pushback situation, and for some of you all, maybe you had to like push things back for some reason, but I was literally seeing somebody like shoving, and hopefully nobody got into a physical altercation anywhere, but I'm hearing there's like something going on with a pushback situation, and for some of you all, I'm hearing it has to do with something you pushed away, or you might have pushed somebody away, and it's like feeling that pushback coming your way now. It's like I don't want to say quid pro quo, but I'm hearing for somebody it's literally, it's like how somebody manipulates you, where it's like, you know, if they feel like you weren't there for them, and just identifying where people will then be shady with you, even if you had a good reason for like pushing away, because it's like somebody's pushing buttons is kind of how they're showing it for some of you, and just knowing when it's not worth it with certain people. But I was also seeing somebody like literally like being pushed, and I don't know, maybe you do some kind of like mixed martial arts or something, but I'm hearing about it like having gone too far with somebody, and it was like not in a friendly sparring way. So yeah, kind of strange messages there. I'm gonna keep shuffling these cards, and I'll be back in a minute. This kind of flew out a little bit upside down on me here. La conversación. This is somebody having a conversation. I'm hearing this is about gossip for some of you all, and maybe information you didn't know that was going around. Wow. I'm hearing for somebody it's like, gossip going around about a situation that a lot of people were paying attention to. I'm hearing somebody might be like spying on an ex. Yeah. All right, Aries, we're back after the shuffle. Yeah, so there were some messages that came up there about like gossipy watchers, people like watching that might have had something to do with the past. So may or may not come up in these cards, but we're going to do a card for past relating to now, present, near future, your internal world, your external world, what to do to keep things on track as they're going, and how it's all developing. So, well, that's interesting. We've got the card of fidelity showing up. This is your friends, real friends, people that can be trusted, loyalty, and what might have happened in the past is hearing about cheats. You know, this is ladro. This is, I don't like seeing this guy here, but I'm hearing about people hearing things from the loyal ones in their life about people who got too close, too comfortable. You might also be dealing with the same person the Pisces is dealing with. I'm hearing there was a thief that got exposed. Somebody that came to your house, possibly. And there's a card showing up here for me, and Fortuna. This is the luck card. I'm liking seeing these two together. This is like somebody watching your back here. I'm hearing some of you guys need to know about that, especially if you had somebody crappy show up, because it might be the reason why somebody's dealing with some depression here. And I'm hearing in this combo, it's kind of like, it's like the one that got away. But I'm hearing for somebody else too, it's just depression over, you might have had a past loved one, somebody that passed away, and just feeling a little like, I'm hearing the word cheated. You could have been cheated on by this person too, especially if you were with them, like, I'm hearing like 5 years. It could have been like 5 years ago too, but it doesn't have to be 5, but they're giving me a strong emphasis on the number 5 here. And I'm actually hearing for some of you all, this is just about something that made you really sad that you heard about in May. It's been going on for a while, and just seeing her foot sticking out here and not feeling well, it's like, there's just something going on with her foot. She's like pointing to her foot here, and I hear it's like feeling like ungrounded about something. So it's a time to really be focusing on things that are going to help you feel balanced in your sense of ego, and hearing you have a friend or somebody there that you can really talk truth to. And this one was kind of sticking out here for me. Immediately thought it might have something to do with people that have a relationship to the military. I'm hearing that for some of you, it's like finding out that whoever this person was did not have your back. Okay, well, let's see here. What's going on in the near future? All right, Domestico. Here's another person that kind of looks like they might have some military dealings. Domestico is usually somebody that shows up in help and service, though. And I hear for some of you, it's like feeling like, I don't want to say monkey in the middle, but it's like this person sucked. Then you started feeling like this, and now you have this person that can show up that's actually helpful. And so it's kind of like being in a position now where you realize that you have loyalty and fidelity around you, and it really helping you get through maybe something that's a little bit melancholic, just something that makes you feel a little bit sad when you think back on it. I'm also hearing just about grieving and the passing of someone, and it's like an anniversary, and how at this time, I mean, it's not like the greatest thing to sit around feeling like you're grieving, but it's nice when you can express that in safe company, where you have somebody that it's okay for you to be yourself around, you know, especially if they're there. It's kind of like a foot soldier there, and let's see what's showing up over here. Wow, okay. So this was sticking out at the bottom at me, amore. So we're hearing about things that show up at the right time, especially when people realize that they have fidelity and loyalty in their life. And, okay, this is sliding out underneath it too. there's the male lover right here showing up, l'amante. And there's a lot of cups showing up on this here. These are 2 cups cards here. I'm inclined to think some of you all might have some new love. You might be finding yourself in a position where things have healed and you're getting a certain kind of attention that feels like it was helpful, especially after a difficult time. If you had some thief situation, or sometimes seeing these together like this isn't somebody actually being a thief, but it's like something that got taken away in an emotional way here. And so especially if you lost someone before and have been grieving, that this is a sign of something new, some energies coming in that feel more stabilizing. All right, Pisces, inner life. We've got the lightness card showing up. La Legrezza. This is somebody who's really learned how to keep it light. And I'm hearing for some of you too, it's kind of a similar message as to what was coming up. I think it was for Sagittarius. You might have other fire in your chart, which this is also 2 fire cards here. This Domestico and this butterfly. So I'm hearing, you know, this could be you feeling empowered. And it could also be other people coming in that have fire in their chart. I'm hearing Sag here, but you know, Sag, Leo, Aries could all fall into this kind of category if this is internalizing about a person. But we're hearing about just a need to keep things light, and knowing that, especially if you're having a problem with your foot, I'm hearing something about that, or like something going on there, that this energy is going to be very helpful for you. And for some of you, this is actually getting in touch with, it's almost like you can feel the presence of somebody that you just know is with you, even if they're not in form. And sometimes that's somebody at a distance. But I'm hearing in this case, it's almost like, I'm not going to throw any dogmas on you about reincarnation or other lives and things like that, but I will say that sometimes when people are no longer present, you can feel that energy around you. And I'm hearing for some of you all, this might be a time where you're just kind of reflecting on whoever that person was. And I'm kind of seeing it like this butterfly is flying around over here while she's thinking about and maybe lamenting over whoever that person is that might be symbolized by that cross or those flowers that she brought there. All right, let's see what's going on in the external world right now. Aries. So, La Costanza. All right, this is the card of constancy. And this is somebody who's propping themselves up, is what I'm hearing here. But I'm hearing that it's coming in the right way, because they're showing it to me like these 2 things go together. This Domestico person that comes, and this is a helpful person that shows up in service to others. And they're showing me that, you know, that's kind of like this wall here. It's almost like a pillar. I'm hearing it might be your shoulder to cry on too. Some of you might have found that there's 2 10s here as well. I'm just getting a strong emphasis on, like, they're giving me like Sag vibes and saying you might be dealing with Sagittarius. If that's not in your own chart, you might want to look at the Sagittarius reading too. You might not know people's full birth data, but sometimes it might be their moon or rising that I'm picking up here with these numbers and combinations. But I'm definitely hearing Sagittarius might have something to do with this. And I'm also hearing that some of this is a certain amount of enlightening that you have had that maybe you didn't realize, because maybe at the time you had been grieving, or maybe not feeling as empowered with your emotional life. It's like something seems to have built itself here. And I'm hearing about a 10-year cycle for somebody that is culminating in, it's almost like the return of whatever this energy is here. Because I'm hearing this might be a return energy for some of you. And that if this is a return energy, whoever this Domestico person is that might be showing up, that could come and help with the house, or help at the house, or help with private matters that maybe you've held on to for a long time, because this could be somebody's pillar of trust is what I'm hearing. And it could also just deal with other firm foundations in their life. I'm hearing whoever this person is that's connected with this, that's showing up, they're just saying that it's like it marks the culmination of a 10-year cycle is what I'm hearing. And that'll make sense for some of you. But I'm hearing for some of you too, if you were waiting for somebody to come back, it's something that's been worth the wait. It's definitely something that's been worth the wait. Let's see what we can find out about what to do to keep things on this path. All right, so I like seeing, well, that one's upside down. That's good. A Malto is a card of being in bed sick and depressed, and sometimes with undeterminate reasons. And I like seeing it upside down here because I'm seeing this as like the impetus to not feel depressed anymore, because something had you depressed. And I'm hearing you might have only been getting up because of things you had to do, but they're showing this as advice. I keep saying Pisces. Aries, they're showing this as advice for you, and you might be dealing with the Pisces too. I think they actually had this card show up as like a future position. You might be dealing with somebody who needs some help. And I'm hearing for some of you, whatever it is, it's like however you've been fulfilling your duties has overturned whatever this Amalto is. And I'm hearing for some of you all, this is a very good thing. It's like somebody getting up and feeling better, and it being kind of like something that they find their force of will to do. It's like they made up their mind. It's like whatever has been going on here has been a choice. And for some people, it's like getting lighter on their feet. I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like deciding on an exercise program. And it's like, all right, you know, these are some things I want to lose, you know, turn that thing into the thief, you know, and go chase that 10 pounds away, or like whatever it is. But here it might have somebody feeling lighter on their feet, you know. And I'm hearing for somebody else too, it might just be finding out that something had happened with somebody that took off, and that this as advice is telling you, just don't get sucked into it, you know, because it's like, I don't think you usually get sucked into things, Aries. It's, you know, you kind of know how to stand up for yourself. But hearing about some people that might not have been your real trustworthy individuals in your life, and that especially if you're dealing with something coming out of what might have been depressing or less than ideal circumstances, that the best thing to do is stay firm in what you're doing and the things that keep you grounded and feeling like your fiery self, where you can even keep it light and like be that butterfly and be that transient in nature is how you transform your energy, and making sure that you don't allow it to take you down is what I'm hearing. Because sometimes it's like, I'm hearing about like people that have false sense of security with you just because they think they know you possibly, and just knowing that that might not necessarily be the case. And, you know, keep your face in the right direction. I'm hearing go outside, get some sunshine too. This is a good indication of being outdoors and doing things that feel good in your body. I'm also hearing some of y'all might have gotten a new pet. You're just telling me that, in which case, congratulations. Stay over here, baby. So let's see here. How will it develop? Consolante sorpresa. Well, whatever it is, you're going to dig up something good. I hear this might actually come from whoever this friend is, or this domestico character. They're showing me somebody that might be showing up helpful. It might be somebody that's already there too. I'm hearing for somebody, it's like you kind of have to leave something in the past though. They're really showing me, I don't know why I'm seeing it like that, but it's like whatever the shadow is that got left behind, I'm hearing is going to be like the healing clearing from whatever this trash is. Because I'm hearing for some of you all, this is a real trash. And it's somebody, and there's another 10 there. There's another, I'm hearing Sag on a lot of this, but they're telling me you might have had somebody that you left in the past, and that Whatever it was with them was depressing, and you just need to know, especially if they had taken something or if they had cheated you in some way, it's like nothing else here is bad. I just see you having grown through all of this and it being maybe a cycle where you're thinking about it and where you're just being aware of how much you've propped yourself up after that, especially if you needed some help with something, because I don't see you getting depressed anymore. I see you being kind of happy about what you find out. And for some of you, this is all about getting enlightened about a situation with somebody that needed to go. And I'm hearing for some of you all, you might have thought that person was somebody that they weren't, and some of your guides are funny. I'm just hearing like, I'd put his head on his stick if it was my choice. It's like what I'm hearing from somebody. Not really nice to hear, but something's going to come out. And it's like, it's almost like if you had been left in the lurch, I'm hearing it's like somebody's going to pull this up, and it might even be something that the dog brings home that makes you feel happy. But I'm hearing it's like if it's a trinket or a memento, it's actually going to make you smile, especially if it's something that had to do with something that you thought had gone lost that might have belonged to a loved one who had passed away. And that's going to be very specific for someone. Hey, let's see what we can find out with the romance angels here, because some of you all are interested in new love and romance, and I'm hearing if that's the case, there could be something that develops here. I'm hearing if that's the case, and somebody new has surfaced in your world that's kind of just showing up the right way, and maybe you're able to keep it light and airy, at least emotionally, when you're thinking about this person. You're going to find some strength here, and it might be coming as a gift. And I hear it might have something to do with their birthday too, because I hear one trip around the sun, and I literally just saw like some light going all around when that was happening, and that might be what that 10-year return is, because it sounds like, and it could be 11 years too. I got 10, 10, 10, and 11 here. Hearing for some of you all, it's just like something that had to take 10 years to go all the way around. It's like cycles being completed somehow, which would be very apt for this type of season where you have the planets in retrograde, Mercury's in retrograde, and some of the things that went missing sometimes come back to us. Oh, hang on, baby. My little girl's tripping out over here. Feisty energy. So let's see what's happening. Playfulness. Bless you. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. I'm hearing for somebody, this is like, this has to deal with somebody that's showing up, that's helping you feel light. Somebody that's helping you feel like you don't have to take it so hard, even if it's been kind of heavy. I see these people like on a swing, that's one way to keep it light on your feet there. But it sounds like something good might be showing up here for you, and if that's the case, I mean, I'm feeling actually very good about this in this combination here, because they're saying it's something that, if this is your romantic situation, it might be like trying to get in contact with the one that got away, or the idea of moving forward with somebody who reminds you that it's okay for you to transform, like your energy. Because sometimes this is like not always like a life after death card, but for me it's like somebody passed and we're seeing this energy moving forward. And I'm hearing for some of you, it's just realizing that sometimes the best way to be stable and to feel like you're really grounded and that things are worth holding on to and that you have something to prop yourself up on is to also be able to keep it light. And you're going to know if that's the case, because you're going to find fidelity in some of this, and I think it's a good thing. It's definitely heralding some nice flirtatious energy if you were at all interested in love, and Even if you aren't, maybe you didn't think you are, I'm hearing that just taking a playful approach to your life is going to be a really good thing right now, Aries. I hope that helped. I hope it made sense. If so, let me know. I love your comments, and hit me up with a thumbs up if you liked it. It really means a lot to me. I do appreciate it when you subscribe to the channel, and if you would like your own personal reading with just your private information, hit me up at artoflove.me. I'd be happy to do that for you, Aries. If I don't hear from you, take care. God bless. Catch you again soon. We're back for another one.